Okay. Can you see me now? Um, it says I'm live. Uh, Hi, everybody. Hey, it works. Yeah, here I am. Hi, Brandy. Thank you so much. Um, as you can see, I did a little for you guys. um, as I was saying in my, yay, I can see you too. Um, I'm new at this, so I will try something. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I will try. Randy, can you see if that comes up? And how do I put that to? Uh, how do I put that in that blue thing you have? Uh, well, like I said, I'm new at this your yard, so it's my first time being totally not tech geek. This by myself with help from you guys. So uh, I will see if there will be. Yeah, friend. Yeah, I mean the link. How do I pin it? Uh, I think like this. Is it pinned? Oh, I'm so glad for all your help, Brandy, and all you guys. Um, it's a big step for me. I've been live on YouTube itself, but not here. Um, how did uh, you don't see it at all? Do I have to do it here? Can you see it now? I'm trying to figure out where I have to link this um, uh, so you can do that, come up here and all that. I tried one more time to link it. Um, comment and project settings. Um, show. That's the link I'm trying to put up. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Do you see it, Brandy? Because on my screen where you can see the how it is on YouTube and how it is on StreamYard, it should be pinned up um, with that blue thing in top. see if it gives you the option to post it in chat. See if it see, see if it gives you the opportunity to post it in chat. I did that just before. Um, I did it here in chat, and I did it I will try to pin it again. It says message has been pinned. Um, share. Share what? Uh, um, it should be there. Yeah. But I have um, linked it up, and they also have stuff to do, so I will not post myself. If you get my drift. I'm so glad that you oh, I'm fucking nervous. Sorry. Oh, how do I do that?
Well, hello there, beautiful lady.
Hey.
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. It's the first time I'm doing this, so
Well, you're
you
doing
must
pretty good.
thank you.
You're
My son
welcome.
helped me to do this today because I thought my wall was so boring, so I had to do something.
I like that. It looks good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh, how are you today?
I'm doing okay today, trying to get my house cleaned up. That's about all I'm getting accomplished, though.
Oh, you have done a lot more. You clean house and you Twitter. You put up music. You make sure that everybody knows who's live and who's not. Don't sell yourself short. You do a hell of a job.
Well, thank you. I try.
Yeah, but that's all we human can do. Try. By the
Yeah.
way, cheers.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers.
We need coffee to get going.
Oh, yeah. I already had my 2 cups this morning.
Oh, only 2 cups.
Only 2 cups. I can't go further than 2 cups. If I do, it only goes to 3 cups, but that's it.
Okay, I drink about 3 pots of these
Wow.
every day.
How do you stay out of the bathroom?
Well, I don't know. My body is used to it. I think I have drink coffee since I was, what was I, 5, 6 years old.
Oh, wow. That's a long time to be drinking coffee, honey.
Yeah, but you know when you are little and you have a what is it called? Your mom's mom, a great grandma, I think
Right.
you call it. And she was 87, 89 when she died.
Mhm.
But I was young and I enjoyed sitting with her in her home at every day at 12 o'clock. You know, when they had the old radio station and all that, the old radios. And At 12 o'clock, they rang the big bell we have in Denmark. Uh, and we listened to the news, and we took a cup of coffee and a piece of bread. And after that, it was playtime.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I joined that time with her. Um, so it made good memories.
Right, exactly.
So, but I know I said I want to read a lot, but I, I could read to you alone, but uh, if you want.
It doesn't matter if you feel like you want to. You absolutely can. Bothers me not.
Okay, it's what I was doing with this today is that I was thinking that I've grown so much myself with myself, uh, and it's been a bumpy road, you know, from kids to now I'm 44,
Right.
and all the things I've been through. You know, some people say you can be 25 and have experienced as much as one on 90 or 100 years old, and you can be 100 years old and only experience uh, someone who's 10 years old. That
Right.
age doesn't, your experience doesn't have anything to do with age.
Right.
So I have grown a lot, been through a lot. That I'm later on, when I'm more comfortable, will elaborate. I give little, you know, hints there and there, so people say, "Oh, she is legit."
Oh, well,
um,
yeah, yeah.
because I have, through my entire life, I've been accused for having ulterior motive, and that's one thing I never had, never,
Right.
ever, ever had. But I have in my head that sentence every time people accuse me of it. Of it, I say this sentence comes into my head: every thief thinks every thief steals.
Right.
Just because I don't have it doesn't mean that the person who think I have it has it.
Right.
And I was at a point in my life where I was tired of it. I was simply, you know, it felt that I had to be careful. I had to be careful who I helped, what I said. All the private client I had to make it very private for their sake and for my sake to help them. And it was a kind of burden for me. Not that I don't want to help them privately, because some people need that one on one, but it was a load on me not to be able to unwind, to get it out, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Uh, yes, of course, I had close friends and family, but you can unload some things to them. You don't want to overload them because they load on you too. And you
Yeah.
know, quid pro quo. Um, but this, I found out through my sons that this was a place where you don't get judged if you go into who I am and what I am, this world of paranormal. You don't get judged for being you. They found out that for me, that this was a place for me to be my sons. So I thought that was cool. Maybe I should listen. And I did. So that's I'm very glad for, and that all of you have been so cool and so helpful. That's really a thumbs up for me, because I was really scared. You know, when you have that knot in your stomach,
Oh, yes.
and oh, I'm afraid to take this step. I always been behind the glass to see everything, and to take that step in the glass, uh, past the glass with everybody else. It was frightening,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
but I did it.
Yes, you did.
So,
You are such
well,
a nice person, though. You're so sweet. You always, just always so sweet and so nice.
oh, thank you. It's
You're
just
welcome.
it's just how I am. Like I said, how I grow. I will read a little story or a poem that I wrote in 2nd of May 2017. Uh, a part where I grow. It's not long, but it was my way at the time to grow, to get it out, was
Right.
to either write or paint. And I wrote it in both languages, in Danish and English, but I will just read it in English. And it actually says, as you can see, I printed out from my computer because it's my diary too.
Awesome.
It goes like this. You say you see the earth. You say you see the universe. You say you see the animals. You say you see the man. You say you see the nature. But what do you really see? You see you on the earth, the universe, the animal, the man, and nature. Who says it sees you as you see it? Remember, your view may be not the view you are seeing with. Share your view and hope that there are someone who shares your view with you. My view: never fear the unknown. Be careful, but never fear. The only thing of fear on our earth is greed, uh, you selfishness, but I don't know if you have another word for it. I mean, fanatics. This next word, fanatics, and lust for power, all of which are man-made. That was one of the things that helped me grow.
I like that. I've always loved poetry. It's just it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
so, but I will hope that someone uh, comes in a bit.
Well, one can always hope. They definitely should. I tweeted it out.
I know. I'm very glad. Like my nerves are talking. Grateful. I'm so grateful that you are up here with me. I'm not alone.
No, I would not dare leave you alone up here. Not at all.
So, ah, oh, all those notifications. I'm like you. Every time I have put everybody on, notifications so I can help others to. Hey, I gotta retweet this, and I gotta help
Yes.
that. And sometimes because the time difference when my husband is home and we go to bed, put your phone on silence. Yes, honey.
Oh yeah, I usually keep mine silent.
I don't because my oldest son doesn't live home. He's 24, soon 25. So, but I still have that mother instinct that if someone needs me, I need to be able to hear because I don't check my phone all the time.
Right.
So, uh, and since on my mother's side, I am the oldest. Yeah, I'm 44, and on my mother's side, I am the oldest.
Oh, right on. I'm 42.
Oh, so you're a 78 child.
I was born in 79.
Seven. Oh yeah, seven. Like
Yep.
I said before in some of the other tests, me and numbers, not good friends.
I Me and numbers are not good friends either. I don't like them at all.
No, especially when you know the term that, hey, it's payday, it's salary, yeah, you get
Yeah.
it for one day and poof, they are gone to all the bills.
Oh yes, always. Always that's how that works. I have often thought about putting in my 2-week notice for adulthood.
I like that. It's like my mom used to say. She said, "It's okay to be an adult, to be free and responsible, but never forget your inner child.
Oh yes.
Otherwise, it won't work."
No, no.
So that's also why I liked all these different kind of people in here, because maybe some of them, they some follow them and some follow them and some follow them, but I like them all.
Oh yes.
I like the diversity. I like people in general.
Yes.
I like that all have their opinion, all have some good to say, even though sometimes they don't know it.
Right.
So, but chemistry is different from person to person. It's hard sometimes to feel everybody's feeling, and hearing everybody's advice. But I have learned not to drown myself in their opinion, not to hang on to my own opinion.
Exactly.
That for an empath, that's a long process.
Oh yes. Oh yes. But that's the beauty part about getting older. You know, we
Yeah,
we realize all these things and we change and we grow. We become better people as we age.
yeah. We oh. I'm nervous right now. La, la, la.
Don't you dare be nervous. There's no reason to be nervous, girl.
I know. Be fucking strong.
Exactly. Yes, you are doing fantastic. Don't be nervous.
Oh, trust me. I put it up to 2 hours before all this, and then I had 2 hours to to calm myself, to get get ducks in a row that turns into chicken.
Yeah, mine are crazy squirrels and they're at a rave.
Yeah. Who was it? It was Rafe. Something about she had oh, she posted it, and I commented that it was in reverse. My comment was that it was in reverse, that her dog followed the chickens. It was the ugly dog in reverse. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I thought that was so cool, because I when she wrote that, I actually got a laugh, because growing up I lived in a house where we had, it was in the city, not in the big city, but right in the edge of the city.
Right.
Um, but in that house we had 12 people. We were had In the house we had one, two, three dogs, five cats, a chicken, a snake, and a rabbit in the same household.
Wow.
So, but the most funny part is that you should think that it was the cats or the dog that were the alpha. It was the fucking chicken in the house that were the alpha over all the animals. They know, they all knew that the beak from the chicken, it hurts more than a claw from a cat. But
That's funny.
so that was got me thinking how it's like Silk Emmy. That was the name of the chicken.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I better. I'm not good at that. Back and forth and all that. Maybe I should do what you suggested. Tweet it out again or something.
Yeah, tweet it out.
Then I I copy this, like I did before, and then I do this. Oh, my computer's a bit slow. Come up my spelling is not good. Girls. Ah, uh, I'm not a good at this back and forth on the computer because this the only way I can go live is on the computer because of my subscription. I cannot do it on my phone.
Right.
I have, according to UT, I have to have 1,000 to do it on my phone. I actually in one of my videos I said that's a bit much for people to go live on their phone, mobile phone.
Yeah.
So
Said you had to have 1,000 people in order to go live?
I have to have 1,000 subscribers on my channel to go live on my cell phone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think so. I was trying, I was in and that I was trying to get to do a live when I was going to go out on a hunt
Hmm.
uh, um, to do a spirit box, and I thought, hey, why not do it live? And I tried it on my phone, and it said, uh, you don't have enough subscribers to do this on a mobile phone. It
That,
literally said that.
that's so crazy.
Yeah, and when I got home, I went in to check my channel and try to read. It took me 4 hours to read all that and see all the YouTube videos and how and what, and it was not much help unless you were someone like Alex Paranormal or something, because they are good at tech and getting what they are saying on those YouTube videos to explain how to do things. But for me, it was, pardon my French, gibberish.
Right.
Uh, but I got that when I then pushed it on at my home to see, because then I thought maybe it's because of Wi-Fi and something like that. It
Hmm.
still said the same, and then I went back and tried to read again. It said I have to have 1,000 subscribers on my channel to go live on YouTube.
That is just that's just that's a little ridiculous, honestly. I mean,
Yeah, so I'm considering downloading this StreamYard on my phone to do it that way instead.
you
Maybe I can do that,
oh yeah, you could try that out definitely.
because I think the other thing is, to me it sounds like, hey, it's a popularity contest. Not, they don't care about what's on the YouTube video. They don't care about the context. They care about um, getting enough people in. If you get what I mean.
Right.
Popularity contest. Not the people on YouTube, but the YouTube itself.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's definitely a competitive field, the paranormal, for definite.
I didn't get the first word you said.
I said it's the paranormal field. There's a lot of paranormal investigators channels on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I thought, because of all this subscription and all that, like I tweeted you that I would try to do something that I can do from home. But of course, I will go out. I'm still trying to get in contact with the castle and all that, but uh, take some barriers down in one of the rooms of my house to have a session room. So do something a bit different. I got the idea from Steve Hoff, and I really like him. But so I do something that people who have been on all those big ghost hunting and done a lot of good work, and when we have talked about them and they need to relax, that they still have some place to see some paranormal things, but relax at the same time.
Right.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's worth a try.
True.
So, how do I see if there's someone coming in? Oh, I do that here. Oh, I, I'm really trying to figure out all these um, buttons
Right.
like I have when I'm on one of the first time I was on Patty's show. I also pushed a lot of wrong buttons, and we actually laughed at that. Don't push the buttons. So, what do you else besides Twitter, besides cleaning your house? What is your um, paranormal and angle on what you do? Talk about your channel or what
Well,
you do.
actually, I don't have a channel. I'm just a paranormal lover. Um, really, just kind of experienced a lot of things from childhood all the way through teenage years into adulthood, and then still experiencing things to this day. So I've always had an open mind.
Yeah.
I grew up in a haunted house. Yeah, my grandmother actually took her life in the home that I lived in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was mentally ill, unfortunately. And so a lot of weird stuff happened when I was a kid growing up. So I go out. If I go to certain places in my hometown, I will actually use a voice recorder, one of the handheld little deals, and actually try and communicate with them. I'm one of those that I don't know. I don't necessarily like to be on camera.
It's
So,
okay. It's I know how that's like. But you grow and you get more comfortable. But it's okay not to want to be on camera.
oh yeah, no, no, no.
So there has to be cameramen and camerawomen who's behind the camera.
Right, true, true. But I
So
don't, I enjoy, watching everyone else, but the things I do, it's a hobby for me. It's an interest.
yeah,
I don't poke, I don't prod, I don't provoke anything.
it's a passion of yours that you have an
Oh yeah,
interest. Yeah,
yes. Kind of always have.
I think that's cool. Uh, because uh, what I'm actually tried to say before, I know because I'm Danish and I sometimes there's a language barrier that sometimes what I say give another meaning to someone from UK or United States or any
Right.
other country, but that's what something that humanity has to overcome. So why not start with myself to try to overcome to do that? But oh, I just lost the thread.
That's
You
okay.
get um,
It
but we
happens.
were yeah, but you like you said, it's your passion. It's you didn't poke and prod, and it's an interest for you. But there has to be room for all kind of people
Oh yes.
because
Well, and
if
that's, I
you see
mean,
the world as one big puzzle piece,
right.
the puzzle piece will not be done if all the pieces are not there.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but like someone else said, and I heard a lot, it's not a, it's an expression you use very much over the in the state.
Right.
Um, uh, it's not the goal, it's the journey.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Uh, I'm really I'm been told I'm actually lucky because my first real playmate, um when growing up, I think I was 3 and he was 3 years older than me, so he has been 6.
Hmm.
It was when my biological dad and my biological mom still were together. They got divorced when I was 3, but it's the best thing they ever did for me. Some
Oh
people
yeah.
say, why is that the best thing? Because I got 4 beautiful siblings out of it. So
Exactly.
I see the positive. But my first playmate, it was some of my mother's friend's son that was visiting here in Denmark, and I didn't have, you learn to speak between 2 and 3. My language was still um, in the process of learning.
Right.
So my first language was a mix of English and Danish. So sometimes I can't remember my own language. I have to say it in English to know what it's is in Danish and vice versa.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I also think like that. See pictures and it's mixed, but it's it's that's what's also make it so intriguing for me to try to see how it is where you live. Believe it or not, one of my big dreams is actually to moving. I have said that for many, many years, moving to the United States, and people cannot for the God of them understand why.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that it's the best, you know, um, considering, the last 4 years. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to tell you it's been the best, but, it's home. I live in North Carolina,
Yeah.
born and raised, been here all my life. Not a huge traveler. So I kind of like my mountains, but there are some pretty places
Oh,
here.
you live
So
with mountains and
I
probably a
do.
sea and
And actually,
oh,
if you have Instagram, I do have a lot of pictures over on my Instagram profile
oh,
of
I
stuff
do have
that,
Instagram. You can see it on my channel. I have Instagram.
yep, I will have to go follow you.
Thank you.
But yeah, a lot of
I
my
made
pictures,
my Instagram public, so
right. Yeah, a lot of my pictures and stuff that I take when I go on my little mini adventures, I post to my Instagram.
yeah.
Yep.
Uh, it was just because my husband mentioned some other day. I also had to remember go in and take him down because his Instagram is private and mine is public. So I
Right.
have to move his link so people can not go in there. Oh,
Yep.
it's good that we talked. Actually, it's good that we talked about Instagram. I have to remember that. Um, but because he told me, then I thought, hey, if you follow me on your Instagram, if I like your picture, will it go public? It was just a warning if your Instagram was private. I don't
Right.
know if it is or how that works. So
Actually, I'm not sure. I think mine is public.
okay, yeah, but it was. I like to warn people if I finally got some technical knowledge that wouldn't interfere because I don't want people to get hurt by something that because I don't have the technique know-how.
Oh no, 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 no.
But you were talking about mountains. You were talking
Yes,
about that you
I
always
live.
grew up in mountains.
Yes, I live in the Great Smoky Mountains. Yes, and
Not
it
far from the
is.
sea.
Well, I am over more toward the inner part of North Carolina. I'm not that close to the coast.
Oh, I would like to live a place where there's mountain, there is sea, there is a forest.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, there once you start heading toward the coast, that's when the mountains start kind of dissipating and it gets flatter.
oh, I don't want flat anymore. I live in
Yeah,
a
no, no.
flat country.
It's
Oh,
the beach and stuff, it's beautiful to visit occasionally, but as far as like living there, nah, not so much.
oh.
I'm a mountain girl. I love where I live. So,
Yeah, but I think if I ever moved, if I will, it's a goal. Maybe it's a long journey, but it's still a goal to move there. Uh, I think I would choose a place where it's in between. I like in between. I don't know why. I like in
right,
between. I like, yin yang. I like the gray. I like the all the colors of the rainbow.
right.
Things like that. I will choose a place where it's in between. You know, not far from the mountain, not far from the sea, but so I have them both. So I can go visit my mother. It was a brilliant idea she had. Her big dream was to be put to sea when she died.
Right.
Burned
Spreading.
and then yeah.
Oh, like Viking?
No, we are not allowed to do that here anymore. Here we actually, I think it was, I can't remember if it was 1 year or a half year before she passed. That was, it was been legalized that you could be burned and put in an urn that was good for the environment, good for the sea. That
Right.
didn't,
Cremated. Cremated.
yeah, cremated, but it has to be a certain urn
Yes.
because it didn't want to ruin the sea.
Right.
And they made that just before she died. It was her big wish to be cremated and put to sea.
That's
So
all.
no matter where you were in the world, you could always visit her and you could always talk to her.
That's awesome.
So we did that. Uh, so for me, it doesn't matter where in the world I live. I can always go talk to her.
Exactly. Exactly. That's so cool.
Yeah, I can talk to her a lot because, like yesterday, she yelled at me. I can hear ghosts. Once upon a time I could actually see them, but I chose not to
Right.
uh, because some of the sights are not so pretty. Like seeing someone who has trouble communicating, don't
Right.
know they are dead, had to move on, but when they show themselves how they died, and that's not always pretty.
No. 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 Not always.
So I tell them, you can talk to me, you can give me hints that you are here, but do not manifest in front of me. I don't like that. I cannot control the shadows and the truly bright energy and the truly dark energy. That's not something that I can control. That's not supposed to be controlled at
No.
all.
No.
Um, but I, if they show me something, I know it's for a reason, whether
Right.
it's yin or yang. Uh, like to wake me up to step up a step. My growth is in 2020 in the 2020 last year was it's like when you keep telling a kid, hey, you have to hold the fork with your hand, not your toes.
Right.
um, and you keep repeating and you keep repeating and you keep showing, you keep doing, and at some point your emotions said, oh, the feeling. It's okay as a mother to have that. Ooh,
Oh. Oh yes.
get my drift.
Yes.
And you take the fork and put it in their hand and see, this is how you do it.
Yes.
My wake up call was seeing chaos. literally seeing chaos. I was so terrified and scared. At the same time, I was calm and not frightened.
Right.
Imagine that mixed in together. And I was seeing, uh, imagine seeing a big black uh, mass with big eyes and a big mouth, but there were no eyes and no mouth. I don't know how else to explain it.
Right.
It was weird,
Right.
and it just lunged at me. And
Ugh.
you know, you wake up and you am I dreaming? Is this one of the dream walks? Is this one of the is this a message? And you open your eyes, and I put on my glasses because I said, oh, in my all that blah. Hey, I have you do that automatically because it's in the back of your head that hey, I have to see. And the minute I put on my glasses in the middle of the night, uh, and funny enough, at which hour, that lunch came right at me. I was sitting up in my bed, and
Ah, you have somebody in the chat. Lunar eclipse paranormal.
hey, girl, uh, then hey, come on up, Luna. You are more than welcome. It's me and Randy here. Uh, I have you. I hope you can see the pinch up there. That's the link, or I will drop. I think. Then how do I get the link to?
It should
Uh,
already be in there. It was pinned already.
okay.
Yeah, it should be at the top of the chat.
Hey Luna, you are more than welcome to come up and chat with us. I was talking about how what made me wake up for my growth. But I will continue this story for you, Brenda, and Luna. I was sitting up in the bed with my glasses, and when Chaos then launched at me, I felt those feelings I described before that you are scared, but you're not frightened. You are calm, but not. Uh, I can't remember what word I used in English before. The two opposites of each other. It's all mixed in, and then it was gone. And then I just in my head was everything looked like a bright white room. Imagine that you are standing and everything around you is totally white.
Right.
Uh, all around you, both inside and out and outside. And I had that that feeling where what the heck is going on? What the f it means? And I had to call one of my best friends because I knew that she knew something about it. And I called her at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night, and I apologized many times. And we talked for a long time, and she explained, "Oh, you just saw chaos. You need to do something with your life. You do not appear unless you have to grow now."
Right.
Okay, thank you for that wake up call.
Mhm. Thank you for sharing it out, Lunar.
Oh, you're cool. Thank you. Thank you. What? I can come. I like I see. Like I said. I think I have. Is this better if I move this? So no,
No, back the other way.
like this.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. It was just because I moved around. I can come on right now. I would if I could, but I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat. Oh, here you are. Oh, thumbs up, Luna. Thank you so much. Uh, so, uh, but that's something that made me actually take that step up and like I talk to my family and my son showed me this, and it's like I got shown the path to to release and unwind and meet others that I was not completely weird or crazy or alone or had to keep it down
Right.
and only to a one-on-one. So, but it also gave me that idea that to make something public and something private for the sake of my private clients. Oh, sorry if I drink a lot of coffee, but I'm still way
Oh, you're
friendly
fine.
so
You're completely fine.
so, but I'm trying very hard to. I thought I had enough to put aside this month for. I really want one of those, those handheld cameras instead of my mobile phone when I'm out filming. Uh, that the one you can have on a tripod. Then I don't have to have my tablet with me with all the apps and all that. So when I'm filming, it would be better.
Right.
But here it cost. And I found out the camera I did have was just for pictures. It was too old. It was couldn't make video. But maybe next month.
Right.
As I say, family and bills come before everything else.
Oh yes, always. That's
How many?
that's the lovely part of being an adult. Aw,
Uh,
lunar
what?
eclipse, you're so sweet. Thank you.
When I go live, I will put your channel link in my chat and push your channel. Oh, oh, you're so kind. Oh, thank you so much, Luna. Yes,
She's a very sweet lady. She definitely deserves it.
yeah, I thought we actually talked about at one point do a crisscross because we both have some opposite and some great power, both of us, because we actually sense each other without even last night we found out. So that I'm looking forward to, but everything has to come into place without dogs and chickens. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um, yeah, and I agree, Luna. We everybody still grows. You grow. It's not just your body, your life, this life that you grow in. Uh, it's your soul that keeps growing.
Hmm. Yes.
So
You
she's
don't realize
absolutely
that
right.
when you're younger. You start realizing stuff like that as you get older. And even with me being 42, I'm postmenopausal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found out
So,
that before how to do that.
yeah,
Yay!
I'm in the final stages of menopause. So, it's not a bad thing. It's awesome.
Ah,
Not having all that yucky female stuff to make you all emotional. It's fantastic. I love it.
I know all about that. Unfortunately, mine came early. I was in my late 30s when they came because of some other reason, some surgery. I don't have that female part
I
anymore.
don't either. Yep. They took mine as well.
Yeah,
At
mine
the
did
age of 34,
thirty-four.
yes, I was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, like me.
Yes. Yes. So they had to take everything, which, 7 years remission, I'm good. But,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah. So I completely understand. The first hot flash I ever had, I thought I was dying.
Yeah, right. You thought, hey, what have they done to me? Is this
Yes.
because of the surgery? And you feel
It,
hot, and then
yes.
you feel cold, and then if then you say, oh, I'm gonna take a shower, and the water tinkle and hurts, and then you go out, and then you need a shower, and all that
Oh
mixed
yeah.
together.
The whole burning, like somebody had set you on fire feeling, that the very first time I felt that, I promise you, I thought I had developed some kind of infection, like from my incision. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it freaked me right on out because I didn't know what to expect when my oncologist told me that, I'm now postmenopausal. I had no clue. I had no clue what was getting ready to happen. I had no idea.
oh, it was like
Yes, most definitely lunar eclipse. Don't
yeah,
put that on hold. Stay on top of all that female stuff always.
yeah, like right now, I got a hope. One of the good things is that it's shrinking because of CBD drops. I have one here in my head,
Right.
um, but it's shrunk 0. Now they are saying 5.3 millimeters. It has shrunk, and that's a good thing.
Yes. Yes.
And then I'm actually going to be check myself because I have beneath the chest female parts. And
Completely understandable lunar eclipse. I understand.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they did my first mammogram at 40. So,
Oh, I don't do that anymore because the first time they did it on me, I was, what was I, in the beginning of the 30s because my mom had it,
mhm.
and in the middle of the 30s, I got one more
Right.
mammograph, and me and my husband we agreed that it was the last time because when they did it, he had to catch me. I almost fainted because of the pain. It was feeling like they were crushing something that shouldn't be crushed.
Oh, goodness.
And it was solid, and it's still solid. It feels like a solid stone with liquid around here.
Right.
So that's said if you're not gonna give me an MR or a CT scan, then I'm gonna live my life to the fullest.
Right.
And if you don't want to help me,
So
because I don't
did you have a biopsy done?
know, because I have said no, because it's the cheap solution here in Denmark. Biopsy is the cheap solution, and you have to say yes to the cheap solution before you can get the others. But it's a
Right.
fight I'm willing to take because I have seen what it does. I have, when I was born, my family on my mother's side, we were, I think, what she told me was about 300, and today we are 9.
Right.
But I saw that a lot of family members had gone to get that biopsy, and within a year and a half, between 2 years and 6 months, they start dying. So I have experienced death my entire life.
Right.
But the drop was when I went to the hospital with my mom. Actually, it was a couple two. I think it was 2 years before she died.
Mhm.
Uh, she, her and I was talking, and she said, "I feel if I do this, something will go wrong. I feel it in my bones. When you have that alert bells keep ringing."
Mhm.
And she was very good at sensing those things. She always has been.
Right.
Then I said to her, Mom, if you have those feelings, then don't go through with it. because you know you're normally right.
Right.
You know you own your own F body. And she said something to me that made me so angry. And I tried really hard to fight for her as well. They told her that if she said no to a biopsy, she couldn't get any more help. And I got, trust me, the fire in me and anger, it
Oh, I'm
blossomed.
sure.
And then 2 years after, because she was logic and say, it's okay, honey. Calm down.
Calm down.
I'm gonna do this. Um, and see that I even helped her arm up when they, because she was multi-allergic, so there was some she could only of local anesthetic. She couldn't be in full anesthetic, so she had to do it in a waking state. Get the biopsy in her chest, and I was with her. And 2 years after, it hit her lymph in both sides. Uh, and she just, one of the last things we had a lot of the last conversation because I took care of her. She said, I knew this 2 years ago. I should have listened to you. That was very hard to swallow.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Uh, but seeing that my entire life, that every time they got a biopsy, uh, there was not very far to them to pass. So when they tell me we can take a biopsy, we can take X-ray, we can take a mammograph, and we can take a ultrasound scan, and then we have to do a biopsy. I put down my heels and say, no, thank you. I still have someone that counts on me, and I'm not that sick yet. So,
Understandable, but at the same time, you gotta stay on top of stuff like that.
yes,
Because
but that's what I'm still
unfortunately,
fighting.
right. Unfortunately, when they found mine, it was kind of it was it was
We
too
know,
late.
Luna.
To leave it alone. It had to come out, and it had to come out quick. And unfortunately, it was an aggressive type. So after my surgery, it was top. And I ended up having to have 6 chemo treatments and then 5 brachytherapy.
16?
Yeah, 6 chemo treatments.
Oh, chemo 3 months. I thought
Yep.
I got it that you had 16 surgeries. I say,
No, no,
what?
no, 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 no. Just one surgery. But
Yeah.
because it was type 1B, I ended up having to have the 6 chemo treatments, and then I had to have 5 brachytherapy radiation treatments.
Oh.
Yeah,
You,
that's a different experience. You'll have
yeah.
to look that up, and
I know about chemo. I have tried it once where they put a needle in my arm. First, I
right.
tried some pills, and then within a minute, I threw the pills up. Then they tried to put a needle in my arm and give me something from a drop, the chemo. And within 10 seconds, there were one. I vomited all over the floor, and they say, you are allergic to chemo.
Yeah. Then and here I had to take a lot of steroid pills before I would
Mm.
go have a chemo treatment, just to make sure that I didn't have an allergic reaction. And also before I would have a treatment, they would give me what was it? I believe it Benadryl because I had a port in my chest, and that's where all the chemo and all that stuff would go into. But yeah, they would make sure that I didn't have an allergic reaction to anything. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I did lose all of my hair, so I was bald for the better part of a year. But I rocked it, bald or not. I still look good.
Yeah, you do that. It's like my hair, it's keep falling out, and uh, I have wigs and have worn wigs for sometimes when I'm just home, I don't. But for a long time, I tried to get some real wigs, and when I finally did, I was told it's cool. You don't need a wig. So okay. um, but Luna's asking something. Did you have symptoms? And then she says, what were they? Uh, you mean what symptoms we had to go to the hospital or the doctor to because of the cancer? Is that what you mean, Luna? Oh, uh, yeah. You how do you explain that, Brian? You get you get a form of for me it's I think it's different from person to person. I was very tired. I felt pain everywhere. uh, uh, Imagine that a headache with joint pain and bone pain, and you feel that your gut inside is jumbling around, and you feel tired, and you feel no matter what you do. How do you explain it? That help me out, Brandy. How do you explain that? You no matter what you do for drink or food or try to exercise, not try to exercise. No matter what you do, it's painful. How
Just
and you
chronic
feel
pain. Chronic
yeah
pain.
chronic pain. How do you say when something is uh, when I when you get like when you get burned, you say it's itch. That feeling you have a certain word for it in English. We call it sphere, but I don't know the English word for it. You can feel that too. I will try to find what the word is in. Uh, you don't have a word for it. Oh, great. um, um, uh, when something try to imagine to feel that all at once, and it some days it's a bit better and other days it's not, and sometimes it's that something's wrong.
Yeah,
uh
that
you
that
can you
whole that
you
whole
cannot
woman's
explain why, you just
intuition.
know something is wrong. You
Yeah,
have
and
you
that's
know,
that's the inner intuition that I'm I'm not saying that guys do not possess the same, because I'm sure that there are some that do, but for whatever reason, I've always known women to have some sort of sixth sense to, be able to know if they're when something's not quite right. And definitely
yeah.
if your body is telling you, if you are feeling that something isn't quite right, definitely go to the doctor, get checked out what you need to be checked out.
Yeah, but Luna, you write this. They say you have no infection or anything like that, but there is a difference between an infection. You have to tell them to how to explain. Be more direct. Actually, be more Dane. Tell them to examine you for cellular. um what would you say in English? Anomalies in your blood, in your tissue, in your things like that. Because that's where it usually hide.
Lunar,
Yeah,
if they're doing a DNC, okay, like me, the reason that I started going to the doctor, and that's what I ended up being diagnosed with, was a gynecological cancer. And it was called carcinosarcoma, which is an aggressive form of endometrial cancer. And so, from the amount of bleeding that there was, she couldn't understand. All of my blood work was fine, but she seen that my endometrial tissue was severely thick. So that's when the biopsy came into play. And they did not put me out for the biopsy. I took that like a champ. And I trust me when I say it did not feel good. It does hurt. But it is worth it in the end for you to have peace of mind and to go forward with whatever, medical plans that you need to in order to get on top of it. So
yeah.
definitely go.
I would say that too. Definitely go to and like
See, in
Brandon says,
Lunar, that's my issue. I couldn't go not even one day without a pad because I didn't know when my period would pop up, honestly. And it always had a mind of its own. It would just pop up whenever it wanted to. And yeah, so please, yes, definitely go,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So yeah, I would say that as the same. I'm still fighting the system for some things, but that's like I said before, that's different opinion and your experience with things.
Right. Yeah. It was definitely different when I got the phone call, and I had to wait impatiently for a week to find out the results. But when I finally got the phone call, yeah, that was a gut punch for definite.
Yeah,
But you get mad about it, you cry about it, you deal with it, and then you
definitely.
do what you know you got to do, especially, if you know you're not ready to go anywhere, then you fight like hell to hang on.
What?
I say if you're not ready to
No, no,
go
no,
in.
not you. Read what
Oh,
she write.
let's see. What do you mean by your size, sweetheart?
Yeah. What the heck?
Are you talking about like the size of the tumor, or are they making reference to your body shape?
Because if they do that, that's
Oh, that I really hope
I,
that they're not saying that that's the reason.
you know what? That's the what? Say that word for me. Discrimination.
Yeah, that's like, and
Discrimination.
yeah, I've experienced it myself too, and it's not fun to have a snooty doctor make reference to your body shape, not at all.
No.
But it's just because if you end up having cancer, which, sweetheart, I hope and pray that you do not. It's not because of your weight. Trust me, it's because of an irregular cell that's on a mission to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So no,
Oh,
it
I
has
hope not.
nothing to do with your body weight. Not at all. Don't ever let no doctor tell you that.
No. That she also write it's because of her body. Yeah, and that's what they say. I think that's.
That's
Oh,
just so insane.
I get. Oh, you know, I'm a human being. I can get angry but it's like I read in the poem earlier. It's I think it's judgmental. Isn't that what you call it? When you judge someone for your own liking.
Yeah, that's
Judgment.
it's it's a doctor's, that's their go-to. And trust me when I say, I've been a big woman my whole entire life, even when I was a teenager. And
Yeah.
it just it drives me insane that that's one of the first things that they want to go to when you try to go to them, to assess the situation and to make sure that everything is okay on the inside. But then they want to hit at you about your weight.
Outside.
I don't like that. Don't be that person, you know.
I don't like that either because like people being just because of their a large size. I actually have been accused for being what do you call it, an roxy,
Anor-
uh,
anorexia,
yeah,
anorexic. Yeah.
because I have been down on the weight for, and my weight was what you would call, I don't know in what weight you have, but in our terms, I was down at 42 and 45 kilos as an adult. Uh, After I had kids and stuff, and that was my size. But they keep telling me not to eat meat and all that. But then my some of my family said eat
Right.
proteins. You're lacking proteins. Then I start eating a lot of meat, and I got my weight up. It's because I have what do you call it? A high inflammatory, not inflammatory, a high burning system.
Right.
Uh, but I need protein to keep my weight. But the doctors they kept saying, uh, well, you have to gain some. You have to gain some before we can help you. You have to gain some. How many? Then they look at me. When did you drink and when did you do drugs?
Right.
And I look at it, and it's doctors that has never seen me before, that doesn't know anything about me, even hadn't read my file or anything. They just look at me, and I said, and I look at them. Why are you asking that question?
Right.
Well, you are skinny, you have no teeth. Oh, so you are judging me by my appearance instead of
And
asking me what's wrong?
right. And Lunar, I'm glad that your doctor is not judging you. But
That's a
the thing
good.
about it is, I've been like I said, a heavy woman my whole life. And at one point, I weighed close to 300 pounds at a certain point in my life when I was very unhappy. But, they they never put me out for a biopsy. The only time, they even put me out for like 10, 15 minutes before my surgery or after my surgery was for to put in a port. But they were dealing with, you know, my veins and all that stuff. But if you have to have a biopsy that is concerning like the female parts down there, I if you haven't gone to your doctor for a while, I'd say get a second opinion.
Yeah,
It's
that's
always
never
that's
wrong.
not a bad idea. Definitely. I mean, if you're thinking, if you feel that what she's telling you isn't right, then yeah, definitely seek out a second opinion if you feel it's necessary.
It's up to the individual to have that point of view. But it's definitely good advice, Brandy, that always seek another opinion if you are
What?
not sure. Hmm?
Lunar eclipse, where do you live? I have never heard of that. Not at all, honey.
What the last this one they
Yeah.
have to stand. They have to stand me on my head, basically.
So what she's
I
saying
have
is
never
like
heard that
they have
either.
to, yeah, they have to like flip her. Oh, that's crazy.
I have never ever heard that ever. That's what?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
No, something is definitely wrong. Or maybe we don't know a new method. I don't know.
Oh, honey, that getting a biopsy done, that shouldn't have anything to do with your size. Not at
No,
all. And I can't
it,
believe they're
it,
telling you that. Gosh.
it's okay that, Luna, you have to know it's okay to not want to go into details. Uh, and it would be a lot to text, but I still agree with Brandy that
Mhm.
uh, they should not about your size. That's
Yeah, that's
something is definitely wrong. I would take Brandy's advice to seek another opinion. That's something sounds really wrong here.
and you're absolutely beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it's so okay. Like I said, it's okay, but um um but uh every person, no matter size or appearance, color of your skin, your religion, no matter what it is, we are all beautiful.
It doesn't matter if it's an old picture, you're still beautiful.
Yeah,
But and just know it's strictly, my opinion. You definitely do not have to do anything that I'm saying, not whatsoever. If you are have the utmost trust in your doctor, you definitely go with what they say. But if you want to, you seek out what you feel you need.
I definitely agree right there. Uh, that, like I always tell my kids when they grow up, you can take my advice, or you can throw it over your left shoulder, and I will love you anyway because it was you feel is right. What your intuition say about what's right for you. What's right for you may not be right for me.
Okay, yeah, definitely. If you've only been to her one time, yeah, seek out a second opinion, honey. I wouldn't want you to go through something that would be unnecessary. And, definitely, yeah, go.
Yeah.
See someone else. Definitely.
It's it, see it as an insurance that I know I don't know if you have insurance on all that health still have that but if you seek another opinion and the other opinion is different from the first doctor, you may not get in, what do you call it, in bad standing with the insurance company.
Oh, like,
Another point of view. Oh, it's great. Uh,
oh, then you're good to go. If you have full insurance, most definitely seek out a second opinion, honey.
yeah,
Do you live in the United States? Indiana?
is that a part of USA?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm a small country, so we are the size of New York, so I have to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm like I said, I'm in North Carolina. So yeah, that just doesn't sound right. And before they found my cancer, I was actually misdiagnosed by my local health department actually. And the woman there told me that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome and just pretty much sent me on my way. And that was around the time that I started feeling that there was something wrong. And that was like 5, 6 months before my diagnosis. So once I finally went to an actual gynecologist, woman who went to school for that specific field and had been in it for a very long time, when she did and found all my stuff, one of the things she told me was that I did not have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So yeah, most definitely seek out a second opinion.
Yeah.
Yes. Go if it's a better one. Yeah, definitely. Because the first one that I saw, she was a gynecologist, OBGYN. And if cancer hadn't been involved, I probably could have stayed with her. But because they found it, I had to be referred to an oncologist.
Yeah.
And my oncologist, she had like 15 years plus experience with gynecological cancers. So yeah, I knew I was in good hands.
Yeah, I know about that too.
Yeah.
I had a good gynecologist when both my kids were coming to the world. Everybody else said I was psychologically pregnant 2 times. And 2 times,
Oh,
two
yes.
kids come.
Here. Definitely go to Vanderbilt then. My vote is for Vanderbilt.
Hmm. I have to have it over here to read it.
Yay. Yes.
I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that. But
That's
I'll
all.
keep that.
But you definitely keep us updated because I
Yeah,
would,
definitely.
if you don't mind, you don't have to, not at all.
But we would like to help, not help, but support. Wasn't
Yes,
the
a
word?
support system. Everybody
Yeah,
needs one.
yeah. And it's sometimes easier. I know Nashville, Tennessee. I know that.
Yeah, I'm not far from the Tennessee line.
But I thought it was called Nashville Hospital. So, but yeah. Uh, but as we both were saying, support system is imminent.
Mm. Yeah, you have to have that.
Yeah. I've just been so lucky that I have had a great support system my entire life. I have guardian angels, life and not life, spirits and all that.
I definitely love where I live. It's a beautiful place. I'm not far from Blue Ridge Parkway is just right up the road from where I live.
See, maybe you are getting a connection. If
Oh,
you get one,
I love to be out in nature. That's one thing I absolutely adore. That's my go-to as far as calming down, reconnecting. I love to be outside.
yeah, feeling, like I said, feeling nature, feeling home.
Yes. Yes.
It's like I like my stream down in the yard that go to just to sit and
Yep.
listen. I have,
It's relaxing.
yeah. I actually had a what do you call it? Astronomer, someone who teaches in elements and sign. Uh, once told,
Astrology.
yeah, told me because they did win my what sign and what
Well,
elements my
An
my
astrologer.
yeah, what my parents were born in and what I was born in. And they told me that I think I was 23 or 25.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me I was going to be stronger when I got older, and I had to learn to be more open, because both my parents are born in the sign of uh, fire.
Yep, I'm a
Uh,
fire sign.
yeah, yeah. I just 2 seconds. I have to find out what uh, star sign it's called in.
I'm an Aries.
Uh, my mom, she's a ram in fire sign, and my biological father is a lion in fire sign, and I am Cancer in water sign.
Right.
So they told me that because I was a child of two fire, uh, and I was water, I would spread out
Mm-hmm.
more than they did in their lifetime.
Right.
So that's actually uh, pretty intense. That where I am now, like we talked with Luna about that, we have to need that support system. But maybe why I had that support system my entire life is that now I can give that support to someone like Luna, someone like you, someone who doesn't have that support system.
Right.
That it's just something that I realized right now, that maybe that's the circle, if you get what I mean.
Right.
That I can give that support that those who doesn't have it can have it. It was just sometimes when I get a realization, I just don't mind just stop, because then I just ramble.
Right. Oh, you're fine. You are not rambling. Not at all.
Well, in my head it is, because everything I say is actually seen like you want to see Iron Man or something. I see
Right.
that in here. So my husband laughs at me when we are driving, and when you're totally relaxed and you just listen to the music and on the radio, and you just sit up at the window and you just look out and you're totally in your own world,
Yes.
because someone else is driving and you're relaxing because the humming from the car, and you
Yes.
just sit and he says, "What are you thinking?" He learned that by now. I looked at it, I said, "I'm watching a movie." And he said, "Okay, is it an exciting movie, or is it something I think is boring?" And then I look, right now it's about vampires, werewolves, and witches, and demons, and gods.
There you go.
Oh, not today. See you movie and I drive.
That's fantastic.
So, but um, I think I will end this, maybe come up later, and I will try again. But I very it's gonna be what he called the one from Muppet, the little red dude that drums. Um,
Oh,
the
the one
drum.
that. Oh, which one is that?
He's the angry, not angry one. He's the little red one.
Little red
What's it
one.
called?
Is it
Uh,
Elmo? Or no,
yeah,
Animal?
animal. Yeah. Uh,
Let me
what Dave will be on?
phone call come in and it weirded out.
What Dave be? I have to put it up to read it. Dave be on after after a while.
There we go. That's better.
Uh, I think I lost something. In understanding.
Oh no, I had a phone call come through and it messed up the sound. It lowered it, so I had to fix that real quick.
Oh. Sorry, Brenda. It was not you. It was the what Luna was writing. Sorry, I just
Oh
got.
no, you're good.
She said they be on after a while. He'll be on every afternoon, evening. Oh, that date is coming up. Oh, that what I just had to get the point. Yeah, but like I said, I would end this and maybe come up later or tomorrow or some point. But I
That
will
sounds
definitely
good.
put it up on Twitter and try to put it up on Instagram. I didn't know if it would work today on Instagram, but I'm so thankful. I'm doing animal. Um, I'm definitely really very grateful and very thankful that you came up and were on Brandy as my first uh live. What do you call this stream?
Live stream. It's a live stream.
Live stream where you talk
Yeah, like a
to
panel.
panel. Yeah, that
Yep.
was the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. Like my brain is.
You have a wonderful evening, Lunar Eclipse Paranormal, and definitely
Yeah.
keep us updated, honey.
You have me on Twitter and you can DM me anytime. I will try to answer everybody. I try to help as much as I can. So we will support you and everything we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but thank you both of you for a lovely evening. Um,
It was fun, Amora Witch. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Next time I will try to do something more fun. I I'm down with that. All the rest of you do too, but dirty drinks, my stomach cannot take.
Right.
I can do dirty food, but not drinks.
You're very welcome, Lunar Eclipse. Thank you for hanging
Yeah,
out with us.
yeah. Thank you very much. Love a lot of love to you.
Yes, lots and lots.
Yeah,
And keep those positive thoughts just churning in your brain. No negative. Keep all the negative out.
yeah. Or go back and see this from the beginning. I read something in the text. I really think you should hear. But lot of love.
Yes.
So I will see you all later.
All right. Bye, More Witch. Bye, Lunar.
Oh, I have to do this.